good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will have the football first. Pulls and fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And why waste any time? Get right to it. The offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them.
Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. A little release to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
He's got it on the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They're testing the right side here. Gets it past the marker. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in to see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and lose it.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly... Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Southern Cal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Warner. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Fresno State, 7.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll run play action. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Intentional grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Lemon. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. With jet sweep pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Fresno State right back to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test the right side with this one. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. They get to him as he throws. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Fresno State working from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Warner. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And the Trojans buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting.
It's a seam wide open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He leaves it with his back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, in that down in business, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick completion to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be...
He's loose. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They go to the counter, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
He caught it. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Warner. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field?
Lined up for, forget the kick. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, a field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or 2 back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Second down.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. And the Trojans will keep this drive going.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to swing it on second down. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. To the air on second down. Working the middle. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up for a second down play. With the catch, it's Lemon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Mayama. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in down the sideline. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots